Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. No. Hi. My name is Emma. It's taken me 2 years to build up the courage to talk to the camera. So I guess I should probably introduce myself. My name is Emma Hamel. I'm 17. I write songs, and I just graduated from high school, and I wrote a song about it, and people watched it, which was weird. 100,000 isn't that much in the grand scheme of things, but it feels like a lot. So I just wanted to thank everyone who listened and shared and commented. It means so much. I've just loved reading through all the comments and seeing people talk about how they've been dealing with the situation and what their last day of school was like before they knew it was their last day. And it's made me feel less alone, and I hope that it's made some of you feel less alone too. I wanted to talk a little bit about the process of writing and recording this song, just because it happened so fast, and this might not be interesting at all, but you tell me because I don't know what I'm doing. I started writing this song kind of right when everything happened. It was hard. For a while it was really hard. And you know, as someone who doesn't really like school all that much, it's not that I didn't like school, it's just that I like to be alone, and going to school every day can be draining, but it just surprised me how much I could miss it. And it kind of scared me because I feel like I took some of that time that I had left for granted. Now we didn't even have the chance to create those last memories and spend those final moments and say those final goodbyes and celebrate together. At my school, they announced that they were going to cancel 3 weeks of school, and then later they announced that it was going to be the rest of the semester, so we really didn't know that it was our last day when it was. I remember I was wearing my least favorite shirt because it was just a typical Thursday, and I woke up late and I grabbed something and I left, but I didn't know that that was it. Another big reason why I wrote this song is just because I've always been scared for the future. I think most of my songs are about my fear for the future and my longing for the past. And now all of a sudden there's so much uncertainty for so many people. And obviously graduation isn't nearly the most important thing right now, but I know that it's been hard for so many people because everything just ended so differently than anybody could have expected. So right when they announced that the rest of our semester would be canceled, I started writing this song. And I couldn't really come up with a chorus, so I basically just ditched the entire song because that's what I do. But then the special music for our senior class night, which was going to be online, canceled, and they asked me if they could use one of my songs. And I told them about this song that I was writing, and I told them that I could finish it in a day. So I started writing it, and I remember it was actually during my last day of school, which of course was online now. I remember I turned in my last assignment and realized that that was my last assignment of high school. So it was weird experiencing that, and then at the same time I'm writing this song. So it took me pretty much the entire day to finish, with a ton of choruses that are absolute garbage. And I'm not prepared. We all move on and move away. We'll all go our separate ways. And it feels so unfair, and it's hard to comprehend. It doesn't feel like this should end. I wanna walk across the stage and hug someone goodbye. The race is finally over, but it's before the finish line. Yeah, so utter garbage. There was also this one, which actually became the bridge. The melody became the bridge. The lyrics were trash. We want the chance to walk the stage, 'cause we'll all go our separate ways, and I don't wanna end this way. No, I don't wanna end this way. And even though it feels unfair, and even though we're not prepared. Okay. So I spent hours finishing the song, and I finally got it done. The problem is I don't know it because I had just written it. There were still so many versions in my head, so I didn't have it memorized. So the next day I recorded audio for the video because it is lip-synced, which people don't realize, but literally there's nothing plugged into the piano and I have no mic, so yeah, it's lip-synced. So once we had the audio recorded, we went back to the school, which was so weird. It was so dark, and all of the chairs were up on the desks. It was just so weird being back there knowing that I wouldn't be back there next year. So we started recording the video, and it was actually really hard to lip sync, especially to words that I didn't know. Ready? Yep. The end. The end. 1, 2, 3. Then we will, and despite the mob, I won't forget. I'm scared to have it. What's the first word?
The end.
And then I apprehensively recorded all of this really corny B-roll of me in the library and in the classrooms and the gym.
'Cause we all go our separate ways, and I hope I don't forget those days. No, I don't wanna end this way. Oh, I don't wanna end this way.
And then we did this thing where I walked down the hallway and sang the song sped up so we could slow it down later and make it look like I was walking in slow motion, which didn't really work, and it looked kind of stupid. So once we had sent it in, class night was a couple days later, and I was so nervous, which I don't know why. It was probably just because I haven't felt nervous in so long because I've been stuck at home for so long. But I was just so nervous when it started playing, knowing that everybody was watching it. I think it's because I've always been really private about my music, especially with the people in my class. If you're from my class, hi. So after it played for class night, I wanted to put it on YouTube. And I had this seemingly unambitious idea to add lyrics. I thought it would take a couple hours, and it took like 3 days. So in Procreate, I would write out each line, screen record it, and then send it to the computer, and we'd place it onto the video. So it's all in my handwriting. So then we put it up on YouTube. Not really expecting much, but I was just so overwhelmed by the response. I'm just so glad that it resonated with people. I had principals in like Canada ask me if they can use my song in their graduation ceremonies, which is so bizarre. That's my favorite line in the song. But just the fact that I'm going to be part of these graduation ceremonies in a country that I'm not even in is so weird to think about, but it's so cool. So a lot of the people in the comments have been asking if I can put it on Spotify. And after a lot of convincing, because I've never put anything on Spotify yet, and I didn't know if I wanted this to be my first single, after a lot of convincing, I caved. And I'm still kind of in the process of getting it finished. I'm adding harmonies and bass and violins, and I've basically just been in my basement isolated from everybody trying to re-record these vocals. And one thing you should probably know about me, if you can't already tell, I'm a perfectionist. That's why I don't have a lot of videos up, and I have a really hard time finishing songs, and I can't talk in front of the camera. It's especially hard to record vocals that are supposed to be a professional studio recording, because it's supposed to be professional sounding, and I want it to be something that I'm proud of if it's my first single, and that's kind of hard with my standards. So I spent hours trying to get this recorded, just going over and over and over and over again, with a lot of meltdowns and very frustrating moments. I understand, it's just, I understand, it's just not how I planned for it to go. Someone? They said the best was yet. They said the best was yet. They said. So I think now I'm pretty much done with the vocals. There's still a lot of lines that I'm really not happy with and that I would rather keep doing over and over and over again, but I'm running out of time. And a lot of the lines I ended up getting so frustrated that I just used the original recording. So it's fine, it's fine. So hopefully as soon as possible in the next couple weeks, the song will be up on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, all of the streaming platforms. So if you want to listen to the slightly polished version, that's where it'll be. I feel like I've been talking for hours. So again, I just wanted to thank everyone who's listened to the song. Hopefully I'll be posting a video once a week, maybe a couple more talking ones sprinkled in there if I can convince myself to do this again. And if you want to hear more of my original music, I have some other videos up on my channel, and I have my website and all my social media linked in the description. So if you want to follow my music journey, you can subscribe and follow me, I guess. Oh my gosh. I'm actually taking a gap year right now to pursue music and finish an album and kind of devote my time to it. So if you want to see where it takes me and all the times that I try things and fail, like talking to the camera, how are you doing? Because you made it to the end of the video, which, wow, can't believe you made it. But thank you. It means so much to me that you made it through this whole video, and I'll see you next week. That was a disaster.